I see a spider, hyperventilating, crying, screaming.
I don't know how many times I've been like hunting, walking through the woods, and I literally walk into some sort of web. When I tell you I drop everything, my bow, fling it. I don't give a crap, and I'm beating the crap out of myself. Yep. I probably give myself a concussion because I'm literally like trying to get clothes off, trying to get my backpack off, like literally slapping myself.
So Brady, I have a question for you. What's it like when the corn is high, but the chaos is higher?
It's a lot of things, but it's never boring. This is the Farm Wife Files, Life Between the Rows.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are back to record another episode of FWF. I always want to say FYF.
I know. Also...
Side note already?
Yeah.
It's too early for this.
Well, okay, going back on your good afternoon and saying it's too early for this.
I know,
I don't know when you're listening to this podcast, but thank you for joining along with us.
Yeah. Sorry, I so get like my host voice going and just it takes over me.
No, I love it. That was my side note, is just... I just don't care when you listen to it. It could be at 2:00 in the morning when your mind is just needing maybe a break, or you just need to listen to it. Or, like we said, actually, I think I said it in the Get to Know You, like, little bleb right when we released. It's like, grab your sweet tea, grab your coffee, and let's get into it.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's get into it. Today we are going to be doing another Would You Rather episode, and I'm super excited.
I know, these just lead us into, like, the randomest topics, which we love.
And we hope, so please give us any feedback.
Yeah, if it's crap when you're listening to it, please let us know.
Or it's like,
we don't want to hear this.
Yeah, we don't want to hear this anymore. But again, so all feedback is great feedback, unless you were the man on TikTok that I was fighting with.
Yeah, then see you later.
Yeah, then I'm kidding.
I'm not.
I'll still fight with you. It's fine. Anywho, please give us any feedback, because if you want to be like, ooh, these were good questions, or those were crappy questions, and never do this again, we want that feedback.
Yes, we do.
So.
Yeah, we want to make content that everybody wants to hear and is relatable to everybody.
Yeah.
But we do, love the topics, like, love to do the research on them, and, like, honestly, all the topics that we've hit on is something that you or I or both are passionate about, and we really, really can, like, dive deep into, which is great. But sometimes it's fun just to, like, go off script and
do these fun little things.
Yeah, see where the conversation leads us.
Yeah.
I did do something last time. My questions were more, like, ag, farm-based.
Okay.
This time, I did some more, like, businessy based, because that's kind of like your life.
All right.
So we're just going to
do it.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
So after the week you had, this one's kind of interesting.
Oh, dear.
Would you rather have a very strict boss who is highly competent, or a lenient boss who lacks skill?
Highly competent boss. 1,000%.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that... It goes back and forth. I think a highly competent boss knows the stuff that needs to be done, how it should be done, XYZ, and will kind of lead me into a direction that I need support in. Mm-hmm. But I think going back to maybe the boss that lacks skill, they're more like lackadaisical, all of that stuff. And so it can be...
My only thing is I feel like can maybe be looked at as a negative is sometimes super competent people, not even just bosses, they don't delegate very well.
Or they don't let the creative freedom actually happen.
Yeah, or they do delegate, but then they...
Well, you didn't do it the way that I wanted it to be done.
And they watch over you the whole time, and it's like, okay, I would just rather you do it.
Yeah, definitely came to my mind when you asked that question. However, I think... there's a lot of really good bosses that I've had throughout the years, and it ends up coming down to, are you going to still let me have the creative freedom to get my work done?
And do my job.
Right, and am I still getting the work done? You just shouldn't care how I'm getting the work done.
Yeah.
Is it getting done, and is it getting done on time?
And you don't have to do it.
That's the other thing. It's like, so, yeah, and... If I run into a roadblock, are you going to be supportive? Are you going to offer criticism, or, the constructive criticism to, like, get me back on track? The one thing that just drives me absolutely insane about certain bosses that I have to repeat myself sometimes, and I just cannot.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
Yeah. So
that's a struggle even with, like, when I have to do that with Tyler.
Oh, I said it to Cody so
when
many
they're
times.
on their phone.
Yes. Well, and I was like driving in Des Moines and I was just like, this is the hotel we're staying at. Cause we actually stayed at a hotel this time instead of like at a family member's house. But I was just like, this is the hotel we're staying at. But we were driving past it because we were going to go get something for lunch. And we pull into this Arby's parking lot and he goes, is this the hotel we're staying at? And it's a Fairfield Inn. And I was just like, no. I said, I don't like repeating myself.
Yeah.
Well, you said we're staying at the Marriott, and it had the Fairfield Inn as a Marriott hotel, you know, whatever. And I was just like, no, we're staying at the Marriott. Well, yeah, this is a Marriott. I'm
Tyler
like,
wouldn't
no,
even
it's
know
not.
what hotel it was. Like, I completely and totally take care of all that stuff to a T that he would just...
Oh, Cody didn't.
I could book nothing and Tyler would be like, what are we doing? Where are we going?
Or next time you should just be like, well, I thought you booked the hotel.
I've done that when he's working before, because a lot of times he calls me at like 4 o'clock. Hey, what are we doing tonight? And I want to be like, tonight, as in 2 hours from now. So there's been a time, oh, well, I was just getting ready. Like, what do you mean? I thought you were taking me somewhere. Where? I said, I don't know. You didn't tell me. It's just like the longest pause. And I couldn't take it. I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm just kidding. You didn't say anything. Like, we have nothing going on.
Maybe that should be like a good TikTok thing. Is like, you just go up to your husband or your significant other, whoever, and just say, like, something along the lines of...
I can't wait for Friday night.
Yeah. And then
Oh my
they'd,
God,
like, fester on it.
Wait, let's both do this.
Okay.
This is our homework, because we're going to take a long break from recording.
Yeah.
So I can have a whole baby. But when we come back, we will talk about how this went.
Yeah. We have to. Okay.
They're both going to fail miserably, but...
Yeah, they will. We should have more faith in our husbands, but
don't.
we already know it's going to happen. Okay, yeah. So I guess what would you prefer?
Yeah, same. I would
Highly
much rather...
competent.
Yeah, I would much rather work with somebody that's really good at what they do and likes to do what they do, and... Yeah. Nobody wants to, like, baby their boss. That's not supposed to be your role.
No.
You know, as
No.
being under your boss, you're
Right.
supposed to kind of be able to rely on them and
For sure. Yep.
look at them as a, not teacher, but leader.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of my questions are a little bit of everything.
Oh, that's fine.
So,
I'm down for it.
the first question is, would you rather have perfect dust-free floors year-round or have your kitchen countertops and sink stay perfectly clean regardless of what you're making or doing?
Floors.
Why?
I hate doing the floors.
Oh.
And with kids, that's why I bought that narwhal. Again, this is the second time I've mentioned narwhal. We're looking for our first sponsor.
Narwhal, please be it.
Yes, I love my vacuum robot, whatever it is. But yeah, you just have like little hands and feet on the floor all the time. So I feel like I'm constantly vacuuming, whatever, sweeping, running the narwhal, like, yeah. And I don't mind to clean the kitchen.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's just different because where I'm home all the time, it's not something that I feel like I have to do is not right either. Like, it's just my job at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just something that I don't even think about doing, and I kind of just check off my list. Whereas the floors, I've had the robot, so, I mean, she kind of just does it for me.
That's fair.
But it still is, like, a tedious. And then, like, at 5 o'clock, the sun comes in just right from my patio doors. And you would think I'd never clean my house a day in my life.
Because you see all the cat hair.
Yes,
and
and just dirt and, you know, whatever. But, I don't know. The guys are bad, too, about... They haven't been home for lunch in a really long time. But they're so bad about... They don't normally wear their shoes inside, but it's, like, crumbs. And they don't push in their chairs. And, yeah. Something just went past the window. I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know what it was. But
Like
it was
a human?
quick. I think so. I don't know.
A human.
I
What
don't
past
know.
this window?
My camera just went off. It's probably Tyler.
We need to check this out.
Yeah, it's Tyler. He's emptying my flower pots.
Okay. Well, at least he's doing something productive.
Yeah, good for him. Thanks, honey. But yeah, I think floors because I like doing my countertops to smell good and I cook a lot. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
What about you?
Floors, 1,000%.
Yeah. Same reasoning or
Nope.
What?
I mean, obviously I don't have little feet and
Right.
don't care. But okay. I also was thinking about this. I'm going to go off on a little tangent, but I promise you it will.
We're getting back.
It will
back.
circle back. Okay, so I was like thinking, I know Brady, but I've learned a lot about her. And I've learned that she likes to spray her husband with a cat water bottle. I've learned that I have to tell her to sit with her hands underneath her butt when we're doing podcast related
You
things.
don't allow me to have ice in any of my drinks
No, you
anymore.
are not allowed ice in a drink cup. You are not allowed to crunch ice on anything. And so then I was...
Okay, can I also preface this? I have to go get iron infusions now. So your girl was dying of iron deficiency.
Yeah, that's why you were crunching on ice.
Yeah.
But either way... Here you are. Oh, it won't pick it up on the microphone. And here I am. I'm like, it will pick it up on the microphone. Don't do it. And you still did it. But anywho, no.
Daddy spent hours.
And
hours
like literally cussing her out this whole time. But one of the other things.
I now have ice-free drinks, so.
Yes, thankfully. But the other thing that I learned about you was if you do or you don't wear socks when you go to bed.
Yeah. You and Tyler are freaks.
We have to wear socks to go to bed. And you are a freak to not wear socks.
I can't do it. It's overstimulating.
Well,
even at the end of the day, not to interrupt you, but when I'm walking around, and I think maybe that's why I pick floors to be clean all the time, because I'm feeling overstimulated between Taylor, bedtime routine, making supper. I'm like, get these freaking socks off me.
Okay.
I think it's a mental illness.
This is how I was going to circle back to the whole conversation, because I have to wear socks in bed, not necessarily like reason I wear them in bed is because of this, but I have to wear socks or slippers around the house because of the fact that if I step on a little tiny crumb on my floor,
it drives you nuts.
It's going to send me in a manic episode. So therefore, floors, dust-free, clean. I don't make it sticky or anything. I don't care if like there's a water stain, on the floor because of XYZ.
And the counters just feel more attainable to clean.
Again,
without the narwhal, man, when I actually like quote unquote deep clean, it's Dyson vacuum the whole house, sweep under the cabinets, vacuum that up, then get the whole spin mop bucket out, fill it up with hot water. It's just like it's a task.
Right.
Where the countertops like spray, wipe, we're done.
And if my floors stayed perfect, dust-free all the time, all the crumbs on my countertop I just shove onto the floor, they're gone.
Multi-purpose.
I mean, it literally disappears the second it touches the floor, technically, on how this question is posed. That's my thought process.
Good thought.
But yeah, wear socks to bed.
We gotta touch space on the socks at some other point. I want to do a poll.
Tyler normal
would shower with his socks.
Okay, that's weird. Wash your feet.
He would shower with his socks. I think, if I remember right, I'm totally going to call out Tyler Conley. And I don't know if he's like one of those weirdos that wears socks to bed or if there was an occasion or if something happened. But they were at the lake and he wore socks on the boat.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I gotta ask my Tyler. Or Darby, if you're listening to this, can you get back to us with that story and have it be straight?
Like, I can understand.
I don't remember what they said he did that, if he just wears socks that much, or if there was if something happened. I don't remember.
I wear socks when I play sand volleyball sometimes. But
that's weird too.
Well,
and I don't feel like it helps at all.
It doesn't, but if the sand is super cold, like it's super cold out.
Okay.
I'll wear it because cold feet and me, no go. Or if it's super hot, I don't want my feet burning on the sand, so I'll wear socks.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so, but they're like ankle socks. They're not like regular volleyball socks. But I do wear socks sometimes when I do sand volleyball. So I can maybe understand if like you're at the beach and you were going to wear socks because the sand was too hot, too cold. I don't know. But on a boat, Tyler
I don't know.
Tyler Conley, not Tyler Hedman. But
I never call him Tyler. So
it's always Conley. But
yes. We'll find that out.
Yeah, Darby, let us know.
Yes. Okay, is it my turn?
Yep.
Let's see, what do I want to ask? Would you rather meet your great-great-grandparents or your great-great-grandchildren? Isn't that an interesting one?
Yeah.
I'd be interested in both things.
I think I would be interested in both. I think at this point in time, I would rather do my grandparents.
Yeah.
I don't have children, so I can't like really envision myself of like, oh, my child is going to have a child, which is going to have a child. if that's
know.
great.
I do have children, and that's still really hard to envision.
Yeah, and like I don't think I have that emotional connection to do such a thing because I don't have that child to
Right.
like I'm raising my child to like have their own family. It comes down
Yeah.
to that where I have heard stories about my great-great-grandparents, and I've heard that they came over and they settled in this location and this was
Right.
their last name and they really did this. And so like I've heard stories, so I was able to like
You're already like intrigued.
I kind of have that emotional connection
Yes.
and like to thank them for all the generations that have came from it. Like that would just be super fun to just sit down and be like, you lived without electricity. How do you
That's a
do
good
this?
outlook, yeah.
So I think hearing that, but I'm also super intrigued about what the future looks like because
Yeah, that's what I was
there's
gonna
gonna say
say.
there's some really big advancements coming up, and I would love to see it.
Yeah. I think
I don't
after
know.
hearing your thought process on it, I would rather meet my great-great-grandchildren.
Okay, yeah,
Because I don't feel like obviously I came from my great-great-grandparents, but now that I have and like have made my own family, it's just kind of like it feels separate. Like I feel like I'm more a part of my great-grandchildren now.
right.
That I have started my own little family than I am a part of my great-grandparents.
I also
Not that I
think.
don't still love them, but there just feels like there's a separation now that I've started my own family.
Are you doing that for your sake, or are you doing that for your great-great-grandchild's sake? So, for example,
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think about it that way
like
either.
obviously, I think I would want to meet my great-grandparents or great-great-grandparents because of the fact that I want to meet them. I want to have that
Right.
connection. You want to meet your grandchildren. Is it to learn how they are and let's learn about their life, or is it to give your great-great-grandchildren an opportunity to meet you?
Ooh, I think both.
Yeah, I mean,
Initially, I thought to meet them
right.
and also to see if and where the farm has progressed to.
Or
Like,
they
what our
sold it all. No, I'm kidding.
No, I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, and also just see, like, what life looks like.
Yeah, world is
Because from, like,
crazy.
1999, from when I was born to, we're just about to 2026, wild. I was just at the dentist the other day, and the lady and I were literally building a relationship off of VCR tapes.
I was going to say Scooby-Doo. That used to be my thing.
Yeah, or, like, even having to sit there and rewind VCR tapes.
Right.
Just the nostalgic feeling
And
of
if
that.
no one rewinded it and then you go in and you put it in to watch it and
Yeah.
you're like, whoever just watched this the
Yeah.
last time, I'm going to murder you.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't know what murder was, but anyhow.
Literally.
Yeah. Okay. Good outlook.
Uh-huh.
My question is would you rather have to prepare meals for the entire field crew every single day for the month, or have to spend 3 days straight cleaning and organizing the entire shop/barn?
Oh my gosh. I thought you were going to say cooking, like, meals every day for just here,
Nope.
which I don't know why now I'm thinking that sounds so horrible compared to feeding the guys, but I just like feeding the guys so much better. I don't know why. I think because it probably gets me out of the house and gives me something to, like, look forward to and, like, on my to-do list. But also, as far as the shop, I would love to clean the shop. I would love it. My OCD would thrive. I would absolutely love it. But that place, they're not going to be able to find anything ever again. And everything will have drawers and labels. But, like, the scatteredness of it that they all have down to a science would not exist. So they would be pissed, every single one of them. I would love it, but they would not be happy about it. I think cleaning the shop. That
All
actually
right.
sounds fun to me. Both sound fun, but cleaning the shop would be it for me. What
Yeah,
about you?
I struggle with both. Don't really love cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Would I do it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
The thing that's getting me about the shop, there's two things. One, you touched on it about, like, I would organize it and I would throw so much stuff out, and then
Oh, yes.
so there's that, and I'll get back to that. The second thing is spiders. Absolutely no.
Yeah.
There's too many spiders in
Yeah.
there, and give me a snake. No,
Yeah, I
not
don't
a
like
problem.
spiders either.
Yep. If I see a spider, hyperventilating, crying, screaming.
I don't know how many times I've been like hunting, walking through the woods, and I literally walk into some sort of web. When
And-
I tell you I drop everything, my bow, fling it. I don't give a crap, and I'm beating the crap out of myself. I
Yep.
probably give myself a concussion because I'm literally like trying to get clothes off, trying to get my backpack off, like
Yep.
literally slapping myself.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's got to be something crawling on me,
Mm-hmm.
and in reality, probably not, probably nothing, but oh. Heebie-jeebies, man.
And I don't know why I would be so like
I literally have the
afraid
chills.
of spiders. It's the brown recluses that get to me. And I have done so much research on it where it's like they're not going to bite you. They're not going to be aggressive and they have to be like applied pressure for them to bite you. But I've known people, multiple people that have been bitten by
Seriously?
brown recluses. Yes. And I've seen their wounds and it's
I
not
don't know if I know anybody.
not fun. I have not.
Does their
I mean,
skin start to like decay?
yeah,
Like,
like it's necrosis essentially. And so like, and the smell and nope, and I found brown recluses in, all of our houses. I've seen black widows. So I know that they're around.
it's just any spider for me.
I just, no. And that's why I'm like, I hate all spiders because these two spiders that will probably not kill me. I know they will most likely not kill me if they would bite me.
Longlegs are really
They're
poisonous
too,
too,
yeah,
but
they're
they
too
can't
small.
bite.
Yeah. So
Okay, we have to stop talking
Yeah,
about
okay,
it. My
so-
stomach hurts.
can't do I don't know. I think I would struggle with both of them. I think again going back to the OCD, if I could wear gloves,
I just
So-
think it sounds fun.
yes, it sounds fun for the time being and for me to just like really like stress
Imagine
relief.
if we could do it together.
We would have
A
that.
ball.
Yes. I would hate the repercussions of it though.
Yeah, our husbands wouldn't talk to us for a long time, I don't think.
Or they would be like, well, we had to take an extra hour at work because we couldn't find anything. It's like, well, there was a
Yeah.
label on it. Well, I didn't think about reading that. Well, that's your own fault.
Tyler, literally, where's the batteries?
In the drawer that says batteries.
Yeah, right in front of your face.
Cody literally just texted me. We were talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
About the cameras. I'm like, there's cameras on the outside of our house.
We could do a little loop video post on our TikTok since Cody, did he kill the woodchuck?
No, I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, Tyler yeeted a possum in our front yard last week.
Oh,
Yeah, so we could have a little clip of farm.
I was going to
the
say,
wild farm
you want
animals.
to keep the possums around. They eat the
I
ticks.
know, but it was huddling in front of our dryer vent. It cannot live
Oh,
there.
no,
Yeah, it
no.
did a bad thing. I'm all about
Give it to Tilly.
that. Would have been bad. She would have ate it, but yeah, no. I don't want to kill the possums. I really don't. But you can't live right by my front door. It just
Yeah.
no. We've got to set boundaries. So, anyways,
Okay. Yep. Your next question.
we're running out of time, so I want to pick a good one. Okay. Would you rather never, you're already going to know my stance on this, but I'm curious about yours. Would you rather never be able to celebrate your birthday again or have to throw a big, huge party every single year?
I would never sell.
You think?
I don't know.
I'm throwing a party, man.
I know you are doing that.
Yeah, every single year.
Yeah. No.
That sounds like the best day of my life. My birthday, huge, rager party. When I say rager, guys, I'm not meaning like kegs and...
I'm gonna
And
not.
whiskey
I was gonna
bottles.
say I'm not gonna celebrate my birthday.
Are you serious?
Yep. And here's the thing. I've never been like a
What?
big birthday person, like for my. However, it was last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah. I
That
was.
so fun.
Yeah. I mean, but I was graduating with my master's, and so we did like a birthday and graduation party bus
Yeah.
during the middle of the day. Perfect.
It was
Wonderful.
so fun,
Great. Yeah.
yes.
So we did that. That was really fun. But I've never really been like the type of person to be like, oh, the day's all about me. But I also love being able to be like, well, it's my birthday, so you have to do the dishes, or it's my
Right.
birthday, so I
Yes.
get to sleep in and I get to
I
do
normally
nothing.
don't like center of attention and like pick me vibes.
Right.
But I do. I think that was having so many siblings growing up,
Yeah.
where, and also that this goes back on my ADHD comment from, a couple episodes ago. But I was always the sibling that was like, too much, or, you're so loud, or just you're always like, and it was like they thought I was craving being center of attention, when in reality, like, I wasn't. I was just fighting for my life with
Yeah.
mental illness that I didn't know about. And so on my actual birthday, it was like the one time that I wasn't, like, I could be whatever I wanted, and it was my birthday,
Yeah.
so nobody could say anything about it.
Yeah.
And so now, as an adult with, married and have kids, where it's like I'm constantly pouring and like putting into everybody else all the time, it's like, oh, I want one day where it's all about me.
Yeah, and you have always
Only
been,
me.
I was going to say, you have always done such a good job about pouring into everyone else's cup.
Right, yeah.
And maybe something you could work
You're-
on is
you're
like
good about that, too.
only pour into the people's cups that
We'll pour back.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've struggled with that, but you've always been like it's your birthday, let's go celebrate, and
Yes.
I really appreciate that, because I'm like, oh, it's just my birthday, but let me
I
just
hype
like,
it up. I'm like,
yeah,
it's
you
your birthday.
you hype it up and you do the thing, and
Yes.
I mean, you showed up at our house just this.
What did I
birthday.
text you the other day? Dude, I have vivid dreams being pregnant. And I literally woke up in a panic because I had a dream that it was Addie's birthday.
Yeah.
And in my dream, it was the day before Addie's birthday, and I had all this special stuff ready for her, like flowers, coffee,
Yep.
everything. And then I woke up in my dream and didn't do any of it. Like, didn't go to your house, nothing. And then I woke up in real life, and I'm like, oh, I missed Addie's birthday. And I, like, look at my phone, and I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Her birthday is not for forever. And then I texted you and told you all about it. And she's like, joke's on you, it is my birthday. No, it's not.
And then you're
It's
like,
really not.
no, I know when your birthday is. I'm like, okay, yeah, you have a good reason to remember when my birthday is, but it's fine. So, yeah. Okay.
Well, that makes me sad for you, but whatever. You can come to my big birthday.
Oh,
rager
I'll
every
I
single
was
year.
gonna say I'll celebrate other people's birthday. I just don't like the attention on me,
Yeah.
and that's just my personality.
You don't like the work of hosting either.
No, but I also like don't remember having like birthday parties as a kid. Like I
Really?
remember having birthday. Like my mom brought in a whole like videographer to like video. I have like a CD of it.
Oh, okay.
And we went to PE 101 over in Omaha, in Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my brother and I had birthdays 10 days apart. He's on the 19th, I'm on the
okay,
29th,
yeah.
so we would always share birthdays, but we never really had like these big parties. My sweet 16th, my friend threw a surprise, but it ended up getting ruined because I saw people walking into my house, and I'm like, why are people walking into my house? And I was just like, that's Carly. And yeah, so I was able to like get into that. But you have thrown like not just birthday parties, but you did this whole like, we need to meet with you because our lawyer wants to, ask about. So like,
I forgot about that.
I'm really hard to trick, and everyone had
Yeah.
to turn off their location.
Yeah,
and
because you track everybody,
Yep.
and I made everybody park away.
yep.
I forgot about that. That
So
was fun.
that wasn't for my birthday, but you
no,
do.
that was for a job change.
It was for my
Yeah.
promotion. So, yeah, that was fun. Okay, overall. Yeah, thank you for that. So, would you rather deal with a massive, unfixable equipment breakdown right before harvest, or have your main water well, or just water supply, go out during the hottest, driest week of the summer?
that.
The well or
Yeah.
the water
It's
supply?
for a week or a day.
A week. The hottest week of the summer. Hottest, driest week of the summer.
I have so many questions. Is it just my water? Does everybody else have water?
Main water well, so main water supply. You can interpret that however you want to interpret that.
Okay, if it's only my main water supply, I'm saying that one.
Okay.
Because I have enough like bottled water just on hand and other drinks, and we can still go to the splash pad or like the pool in Beatrice, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We can still make it work. But that sounds exhausting with a breakdown right before harvest.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, we've had some like good I was gonna say family friends, but just friends that it seemed like this year was rough for people.
Mm-hmm.
Thank the Lord we didn't really have anything too, like, crazy or sufficient as far as breakdowns during harvest, but we had a couple friends that they were fighting it all season.
Yeah.
That just sounds exhausting. Prayers for that. Prayers for better next season, because I don't want to deal with any of that for us. It already, towards the end, harvest feels very, like, tedious, and everybody's
Right.
ready for it to be done, to be wrapped up, move on. So then when it's just, like, every day, oh my gosh, I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
Makes me pull my hair out.
I would rather do the equipment breakdown.
Would you really?
And I think I have like a different perspective. So you started talking about, I have bottled water saved up. We could go to the splash pad, like if other water supplies were still
Right.
available. I'm thinking where we are, the water supply to our house also supplies our, our cattle.
Yeah.
And so here we have to, and we already,
we don't have other living beings to think about.
and not only that, but if we were just pumping from a well, it's all dry down there. Like it's not great in our location. And so the rural water that we have, if that went out, I don't know where it would go out. Would neighbors still have it? I don't know. But again, hottest, driest part of the summer would suck because you have to haul water. We already have to haul water sometimes. And when I'm telling you, it sucks. It sucks. And so I would not want to do that because you would have to do it multiple times. You couldn't wash your clothes. You couldn't run the dishwasher. Again, I have bottled water all the time too.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't necessarily bother me. But just a simple shower. Like, I don't want to do a water bottle shower.
Yeah, that's true too.
And yeah, it would be more money, but I can always go demo a new tractor just to get me through harvest.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Yes, I'll have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe I pay a custom harvest crew. I don't know. But at least I have a crop that grew because I had water to supply it with. Or I have a cow to sell because I gave it water and it didn't croak out and die.
That's a
I don't
nice
know.
different perspective.
Yeah. I was not thinking about other human beings.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like just the farm in general. And
Let's just hope we don't have to face either of those things in the upcoming seasons.
I was going to say, that was part of my, not the equipment breakdown, but the water supply. That was one of our emergency preparedness things that I had to.
Oh, really?
I always had to make sure there was enough water at our, work location to supply for not only eating and drinking, but toothbrushing and personal hygiene. And
all
so
the above, man.
I had to count all the water and make sure that's not expired. And if it expired, it goes into a different. And so that was
sounds tedious.
part of my fun little, one of my work jobs. But
Okay, I have one more question, and then I think we'll wrap it up.
okay.
Would you rather never be able to show emotions or never be able to hide them?
Never be able. Oh.
Think about the good ones too, though. Think about your spouse. This is why I saved this one for last, because, I don't know, there's so... When you think about emotions, I think often we think of, like, your big explosive emotions, or when you're feeling very passionate about something in a bad way. We're not thinking about how we show love for people, or how we care about people, or how we show compassion.
Good question.
Well, I'll answer mine.
Okay.
I would rather be able to show, or I would never be able to hide them.
You would wish to never hide them. You would
Yes.
always want to show them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I would always want to hide my emotions.
Would you?
Mm-hmm. Because I think we talked about it in a previous episode where we talked about being bold and the society and all of that stuff. And so, not that I would want to like conform myself to meet society's views, because that's not. But sometimes it's just easier just to like, yep, you're right. Go on with life.
Yeah.
And I struggle with that sometimes too. But I'm also like, I am very aggressive and I want to be the loud spoken person in the group. And so again, I think it goes back and forth. I'd really love to show my emotions to people, but
I'm thinking that mine could make me more like spiritually mature, like more
Yeah.
godly. just because I know everybody's going to see this and see how I act. And so is it something I really need to be as passionate about, or is it something I really need to be as angry as about?
I think that's a good perspective,
yeah,
for sure.
So it might help me like really like narrow down like what really matters and what would God
take
do,
the 24-hour rule.
Yeah.
Am I really going to be still upset? I'm not going to act on it right now. I'm going to take 24 hours to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good perspective. It's a good question. I think it goes back and forth between the different situations. And I know that's not a would you rather question, but yeah, good question. I just struggle with like.
You struggle with anybody seeing your real.
Yeah.
I don't want to say real self, but
yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
It took me a long time for us to like really like not have a friendship, but like a deep connection friendship.
Because people, Brooke always used to say, like, I thought she hated me because...
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm very, like, just, like, straight-faced most of the time. If I'm in a zone, I'm in the zone. I'm not gonna, I'm only thinking about this one thing. And sometimes that comes off as very, like...
Well, and the assertiveness, too.
Yes, the
when
resting.
I went to college in Curtis, the night that we were leaving, we're like, ooh, we want to know first impressions of everybody. And almost everyone at the table said that they were intimidated by me because I was just so, like, I don't know.
Straight-faced, one-toned.
Yeah, aggressive. Like, not like a bad aggressive, but, like, I just know who I am, and I'm okay with that.
You're very passionate about the things that you want to be passionate about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to, like, what the situation is. But, yeah, building those relationships, it did take us a little bit just to, like, truly break the shell of the egg and really get down deep. And I'm not a super person that likes to talk in group settings. I'm going to sit back and listen to everyone else. We have this conversation where I'm like, did you hear what this person said?
I know.
Nope, I wasn't even paying attention. Well, this is what they said.
Yeah.
And also, you were also saying this at the same exact time, so that makes sense why you weren't paying attention. But yeah, no, I'm definitely like the one that's sitting in the back of the room, like listening to all the conversations versus the one saying the conversation. So, yeah.
Well, interesting. Good thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up for today.
It was fun.
It was very fun. On to the next one. We'll see you guys later.
See you next week.
They say a farmer's work is never done. Well, neither is ours.
Come back next week for a new episode of Life Between the Rows.